TeddyGrey on stuff. Whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Okay, something different. TeddyGrey on stuff. Today the stuff I am on from Premier Battles, Shotty Horroh versus Shuffle T. Now for those of you that don't know, Shotty Horroh and Shuffle T are two of my country's finest battle rappers. I'm somebody who's been following battle rap since 2011, I believe, 2011. The first battle rap that I ever watched was Disaster versus DNA. That was the first one I ever watched. My friend showed me that. From then, the wordplay hooked me insane. So I had to continue. When I found out that there were UK battle rap scenes, I knew that I just had to follow everything that they were doing, and so I did. These two battle rappers are two battle rappers who I've been acclimatized to for a very long time. I knew Shotty Horroh as a rapper before I even knew him as a battle rapper, whereas Shuffle T only ever known him as a battle rapper. I'm not going to tell you guys anything about them because I imagine for a lot of you, you won't know anything about them. So, without further ado, I haven't even seen this yet, so I cannot wait. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's go. This is going to be nothing but bars, I promise.
When I say long live, you say paste. Long live! Paste! Long live! Paste! Long live! Paste! Long live! Paste!
Woo! That's unbelievable. So for those of you that don't know, I'm probably going to be saying that a lot, so I'm going to stop saying that now. Can that out real quick. Pat Stay was a battle rapper. He was from, I believe he was from Nova Scotia in Canada. I believe he was from Nova Scotia. I think I'm remembering that from a battle rap that he had with Disaster. Anyway, what am I talking about? ADD, autism. Awesome. But yeah, unfortunately, he was, I believe he was stabbed to death last year. So I don't know why people kiss before they do that, but rest in peace to Pat Stay. He was a hell of a battle rapper. Wasn't like one of my favorites, but whenever there was a new Pat Stay video out, I had to check the battle out because all of his verses, he was just so smooth. So technical. Oh God. I can't even get into it. If you want me to react to a Pat Stay battle, please let me know. Also, one other thing that you will need to know before this begins, and I'm so sorry this intro is taking so long, but with Premier Battles, they have like a league system. They have two teams, and those teams have battle rappers that have been chosen by the team's captain, and those battle rappers sort of are pinned against each other, and then the two leaders come to a head, and then it's sort of battle of the best, you know? It's a new take on battle rap. I like it. Shark City versus the Knights. Go subscribe to Premier Battles if you love wordplay. I already know this isn't going to disappoint.
We are in London for the plug free. If you're with us in the building, make some noise.
Funnily enough, I know a lot of you are thinking it, but they did not get an authentic Oompa Loompa. That guy is actually Briggsy. That's a joke, by the way. He's actually a very sound guy. I did actually meet him once. He's a very nice person, but he is incredibly short. Yeah. Just in case you were wondering what it was.
We're about to get into the main event of the card. It's been a long time coming. I'm excited to announce this one. On the left-hand side, the manager of Shark City from Manchester. Make some noise for Shotty Horroh. Let's go.
And on my right-hand side, no stranger to this stage. An absolute
Are they in Manchester?
Representing Knights, Shuffle T. Let's go.
Maybe not.
As always for the season, it's a 3-round battle. Shotty decided he's starting round 1. It's round 1 Shotty Horroh. Yeah.
I'm nervous.
When I say long live, you say paste. Long live! Paste! Long live! Paste! Long live! Paste!
The reason he hasn't even started his verse yet, already pausing. It's about to be a bar burner. He usually starts all of his first rounds exactly the same, and he always says, "Some said I wasn't gonna show up, but that was a talk. That's what the talk was about. But I show up to the showdown to show off when the show's on for all of the crowd." It's so insane. Like, I've never actually been to one because I'm incredibly socially awkward. Never actually been to an event. However, whenever I see it and I see like the whole crowd chanting that first part with him, oh. Some battle rappers choose to have like a bit in the beginning that they get the crowd to chant along with too. It's like a tagline, and some do it at the end. But it's nice that he stopped that to deliver this for, you know, Pat's Day.
Long live! Paste! Long live! Paste! Long live! Paste! Some said I wasn't gonna show up! That's what the talk was about! But I show up to the showdown to show off!
Doesn't even need to say it. Let's go.
Shuffle team! Ha ha! Fucking hey! Oh, I wrote the book about multisyllabic rhyming patterns. Look at me!
He's going the joke route.
You fucking geek! You stay up for a couple of weeks? A month at least? You probably couldn't sleep. I guess trying to think of everything that rhymes with everything must come with some degree of pulling teeth. You tell him Marlowe you can't go to his fox hunt retreat because you got this humongous...
The way that it must come with some degree of pulling teeth, like some degree pulling teeth, those are obviously, you know, it's a rhyming couplet. However, it's the imagery that it concocts and the fact that they're right next to each other. Unbelievable. The way he structures his schemes is crazy. However, one thing I will say, and for anybody that has watched battle rap before, like recently he started sounding a lot like Loaded Lux, like taking that sort of flow, like and there's always like a poignant part right at the end where it's
You're telling Marlowe you can't go to his fox hunt retreat because you got this humongous...
Fox hunt retreat because Shuffle T is supposed to be posh.
Fucking hey! Oh, I wrote the book about multisyllabic rhyming patterns. Look at me! You fuck...
Shuffle T actually did write a book about rhymes. I believe it's available on Amazon and all good bookstores. I'm sure he won't mind the plug.
Hey! Oh, I wrote the book about multisyllabic rhyming patterns. Look at me! You fucking geek. You stay up for a couple of weeks? A month at least. You probably couldn't sleep. I guess trying to think of everything that rhymes with everything must come with some degree of pulling teeth. You telling Marlowe you can't go to this fox hunt retreat because of this humongous heap of things that rhyme with runner beans. Stop it.
Things that rhyme with runner
Telling
beans.
Rowan you're not going to battle in some club in Leeds on Don't Flop rapping it hustle free because you got
I'm not going into the politics.
an upcoming book release, and I congratulated him like, you wrote a book? What an amazing guy. When you hear he wrote a book, your thoughts go to some of our greatest minds. I said, what's your book about? Space and time. Ancient tribes. The economic crisis as we sit back and watch inflation rise. No, it's a novel. Something a little more on the creative vibe. No! Conspiracy theories. Children of the Matrix vibe. David Icke. Please, tell me the subject you're taking with this publication, because I cannot take the hype. He looked me dead in the face and he said, I wrote a book about complicated rhymes.
It's a good book.
Complicated rhymes? Yeah. Multisyllabics. They absolutely have to be done when you're rapping with a punch, be like, plus a grammatical structure and pattern needs a strict function and fashion, but I'll allow allow for slight discrepancies depending on the native tongue and the accent, but that's...
Okay. It doesn't sound like Shotty Horroh at the minute. It doesn't sound like Shotty.
Yeah. Multisyllabics. They absolutely have to be done with your rapid or the punch of your lack plus a grammatical structure and pattern. It needs a strict function and fashion, but I'll allow for slight discrepancies depending on the native tongue and the accent, but that does come with an asterisk, and you know, who needs to kiss a girl?
I don't like the accent. Who needs to kiss a girl?
Who needs to kiss a girl? That stuff's just a distraction. I don't need direct sunlight or a shower, none of it. Why would I go to a club and get plastered when I could stay at home, figure out the number of chapters and sift through my rejection emails to see if the publishers haven't told me I need to be fucking embarrassed. I'm joking. He's kissed a girl before.
Have you kissed a girl?
Do you know what? This isn't a good enough portrayal of Shotty Horroh as a battle rapper. This isn't good enough at all. I'm only thinking in terms of like, if this was your first time watching him, because I imagine for many of you it is. This isn't even his style. He's basically doing Shuffle T's style at the minute by affecting accents and putting pauses in for audience applause and for audience effect. These aren't really things that have ever been in Shotty Horroh's repertoire. I don't know. I kind of respect the fact that he's taking this route, but I don't know. Maybe in Shotty Horroh's mind, he thought he was going to like take the wind out of his sails by doing him in pause, by doing him in round one. But for me personally, it's not really having the desired effect. I don't know. It's just coming off very like pantomime, you know? And I know for a fact every single one of Shuffle T's opening rounds, flawless. So Shotty Horroh's got to do better, man. He's underestimated
before. In fact, Shuffle and his ex just finalised a fucking divorce. Ooh. Bitch wrote the man a rhyme for Valentine's, and he told her a multis was forced. The man even put in a score. Give her just under a 4. She laughed it off. Oh my Adam, it's funny for sure, but he says she should have known better, but it's something he just couldn't ignore. Especially now he's booked in the store, so he doesn't love her no more. Fucking run for the door. Fucking guy. Awkward as fuck, walking like he's got a wooden spine. Doesn't let you sing happy birthday to him, because it doesn't rhyme.
It depends if he's working at a 4-bar
Wore
speed.
his weird fucking trench coat 100 times. Got you looking like you come disguised as some cunt that likes the under 5s. Nonce!
You can't just shout that at somebody in a rap battle. I have a lot of people that aren't from the UK watching this channel, so for those of you, a nonce is a paedophile. Just scream nonce in his face. Some cunt that likes the under 5s. I like that bar because again it's multisyllabic, it's right next to each other. However, he had to prefix it with the word cunt. And not that I'm against that word, it's just that surely you could have used a better word, and if you can't use a better word, take the whole thing out because it's just not necessary. I don't mind filler, but it's a rap battle, you know. You get like 60 to 90 seconds worth of bars. I feel like with the amount of time that these battle rappers get to write those lyrics, they can pen something. Shotty Horroh definitely can pen better than this first verse. His second and third they've got to be killer. They've got to be killer.
Wore his weird fucking trench coat 100 times. Got you looking like you come disguised as some cunt that likes the under fives.
Got you looking like you've come disguised as some cunt that likes the under fives. See, oh God, this is what I'm saying about battle rap, right? You hear it, and because it is multisyllabic, it sounds so eloquent. You don't even process the fact that there are 4 rhyming couplets in that one bar. Ridiculous. Well done. See, this is what he's capable of. It's just weird he put the word cunt in.
Wore his weird fucking trench coat 100 times. Got you looking like you come disguised as some cunt that likes the under fives. Nonce!
See, Shuffle just laughed it off.
Wore it so many times, he doesn't need to hang up his coat. He hasn't washed it in years. He takes it off and it stands on its own. That coat is alive. It's symbiosis. It demands the controls when attached to a host. I saw him put his hand inside said jacket and it actually moaned. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Even
See, this is all too pantomime for Shotty Horroh. I'm sorry, it's all too pantomime.
Even if it's been the same jacket for 10 years or you got 10 that stacks on a special rack like Dexter's lab. Each of them have a tiny pocket which contains a microscopic list of all the sex you've had. That coat screams! That coat screams, why does she never text me back? So dirty, every time he wears it, his neck gets chapped and his flesh is cracked with the reddish rash. I gave him a hook last week and my leg was scratched. I had to get a Dettol bath. I had to get a Dettol bath for the tetanus jab. Fuck that coat!
I've
never known anything to smell as bad. It gets me mad. When I see it, it makes me want to jet like a Pepsi ad for collecting cans. That one's for the Netflix fams. You get me, young. Bow. That's right, then. 6 on this. 2 more rounds.
Okay, so that was round 1 from Shotty Horroh. If you're in the live chat, let me know what you think. If you're in the comment section, you're leaving comments, leave a play-by-play. Let me know what you thought of round 1 from Shotty, round 1 from Shuffle, round 2 from Shotty, round 2 from Shuffle. Let me know what you thought. For me personally, that whole first round from Shotty Horroh was like, I don't know, it was like a 15-year-old wrote bars for a 13-year-old that he doesn't like. You're a geek, you don't get no gal. What, you write books, you like rhymes, you fucking geek? I don't know, it just seemed petty. And on top of that, the like pantomime performance of it all, like making that high yeah noise, like you're a grown man on stage doing that, bruv. I don't know. I just feel like because I wanted to introduce you guys to British battle rap, I know that these two are 2 of the best within the country. I can't say the UK because Soul is by far my favourite battle rapper and he's from Scotland, so I can't say the UK, but within the country, it's got to be Shuffle D and Shotty Horroh. And I've wanted to see this matchup for so long, so I don't know, I'm hoping that Shotty Horroh's 2nd and 3rd, he kills it, but don't let me cloud your judgment. If you thought his first round was fire, let me know. But let's see how we judge it after this one.
Oh, Shove! Right.
He just picked himself up.
Everybody's been telling me I will never survive this next foe. I was never alive, been sentenced to life. They sent me to fry at death row. They've already supplied some fresh clothes, the burial site, the headstone. I'm dead on arrival, end of the...
Oh, dead on arrival. They already supplied like every single part of it. Every single part of it. I believe there's like 5 different like rhyming syllables within this. I think 5 or 6 rhyming syllables within each bar. And they're all correspondingly rhyming with each bar in the corresponding syllables of the next bar along. Unbelievable. And this This is just his entrance. Get lost, brev.
He's gonna use you, huh? Everybody's been telling me I will never survive this next foe. I was never alive, been sentenced to life. They sent me to fry at death row. They've already supplied some fresh clothes, the burial site, the headstone. I'm dead on arrival, end of the line, but ready to die, so let's go!
That's an opening statement.
That's why I've drafted a will. Now I'd like sounds like to continue, so I leave the registered rights to Pedro.
Sounds like it's a battle rap game show. It was created by Shotty, I believe, Liam Bagnall, who is he was a cameraman, sorry for Don't Flop, and Freddie, who is Kruger. I believe those three created Sounds Like, and it's a battle rap game show. I'll leave the link in the description to that channel. I not only follow it, but I also pay for the live Sounds Like things as well. It's only £15, but all of the money goes towards making that stuff happen again, and I believe they have another live one coming up, so if you enjoy this, obviously go to that. But yeah, Sounds Like is his game show, and he said he's leaving the registered rights to Pedro. Pedro is like I don't know, he's like a statistical anomaly. He's a little rapping, freestyling gargoyle, and he just played the scene with nothing but the most spurious raps that you've ever heard in your life. I'm pretty sure he said that your mum's got AIDS under her fish tank. Makes absolutely no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. But he's taking the piss.
Continue, so I leave the registered rights to Pedro.
And everyone laughs knowing that
I
would
want
be a
Big
mistake.
J to finally get that sexy designer trench coat.
Compliments,
And to
battle.
Soul I leave my engraved piece of Jefferson Price's bedpost and a really, really, really long collection of rhymes for Death Note.
Death
I'm
Note,
battling
fire
Shotty
anime.
Horroh. Yeah? The genius. I mean it. In Manchester, this guy is Jesus. I am in utter shock. I am giddy, in pieces.
I'm giddy, in pieces. The way he hits staccato on certain syllables, he's a lot like, he takes a lot of his personality from Ricky Gervais and Stuart Lee, a lot like myself. I'm actually going to go see Stuart Lee in Newcastle on Friday. So, what am I even on about? Yeah, he takes a lot of his personality from Stuart Lee, a lot of it from Ricky Gervais too. So it's very like exaggerated. It's very deadpan, very very deadpan, very sarcastic. It's for me personally, it's the perfect sense of humour. Shuffle kills it.
Utter shock. I am giddy, in pieces.
That's gonna rhyme with it.
I am in utter shock. I am giddy, in pieces. Underprepared best man. I'm speechless.
The fact that he hit him with the little underprepared best man, I'm speechless. He could have just said, I'm speechless, but he didn't. He got there using, I am like an unprepared best man. He wouldn't have a speech for the wedding. You get it? Speechless. Fire. Look how happy he makes people. Look at people. You could pinpoint any one person in this crowd at any given time whilst Shuffle T is rapping. Everybody's in high spirits. This guy brings an element and a flavour to battle rap that wasn't there before he was.
Prepared best man. I'm speechless.
Wonderful.
said Shotty's back to battling. It's just like the olden days. Couldn't believe it. God's back, huh? Holy shoulder blade. Well, fuck it, I'm back too. Well, stop Premier Battles. You already know the dizzle. Been underground, now Shuff's in town. Lock up your daughters. Joseph Fritzl.
Oh, see you later. Man brought out the Joseph Fritzl bars in 2023. Shuffle's a very brave man. Tends to, walk the line of what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable to say in today's PC times. However, it's fucking hilarious. I don't care. All right. When it comes to comedy, when it comes to humour, and especially when it comes to battle rap as well, it's such like grassroots. Like nobody wants to even give it any attention. So why only give it negative attention? Allow it.
Well, fuck it, I'm back too. Well, stop Premier Battles. You already know the dizzle. Been underground, now Shuff's in town. Lock up your daughters. Joseph Fritzl. But this battle was meant.
See, I don't even know why Shotty Horroh's making faces like that. He looks like a 14-year-old girl, like playing up for the camera. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why he's doing that. Just play your role, son. Just stand there.
But this battle was meant to happen last April, honestly. This battle was meant to happen last April,
Who's
honestly.
a plume of vape?
He called it off. I was like, what? But mate, you promised me. I asked if it's still happening. He's like, maybe, possibly. I've been patiently waiting for this ancient prophecy. Too pussy to actually face me properly. He's pissing himself, scared that it'll take a loss to me. It's taking you...
That's kind of the whole colostomy, that whole angle's been done a bunch of times in battle rap before. So it's a bit of a cheap one from Shuffle because he studies battle rap. So he definitely knows that that's been done before. But obviously, take the piss, take a loss to me. Take a loss to me. Colostomy, take a loss to me. You get it.
Pissing himself, scared that it'll take a loss to me. It's taking you...
Got booed in London for that, man.
He's pissing himself, scared that it'll take a loss to me. It's taken you 3 prime ministers and a change of monarchy.
Oh my God. He's not even joking. 3 prime ministers and a change of monarchy. That's crazy, because we had Boris Johnson, then we had that scapegoat, whatever her name was it Liz Truss, was that her name? We had that scapegoat, and now we've got Rishi Sunak, the billionaire's son. I was late!
Why are you over there? Do you realise how many lines I had that are now outdated due to that attitude? Do you understand how many Chris Rock, Will Smith punchlines I had to say?
They would have been hard.
Organising an event and putting yourself as the headline is the worst, mate. It smacks of those kids who charge the other kids to come to their birthday. We're having this clash judged too. By performers he would have to know. Because they
Oh my. When he says that bar about, it smacks of kids who charge other kids to go to their birthday, I literally thought to myself, like, who charges kids to go to their birthday? Where did he grow up? And if you look in the background, Gemini, who is the guy with the white t-shirt on crutches, blue cap, he literally turns to the girl next to him to his left, like what? With the same thought, I'm guessing, as me, of who in their right mind was ever paying to go to somebody's birthday party? Who?
Organising an event and putting yourself as the headline is the worst, mate. It smacks of those kids who charge the other kids to come to their birthday. We're having this clash judged too. By performers he would have to know, because they rap for your platform, this sports arena that you own. I can only imagine which way they all will see the battle go. This is about as unbiased as Kim Jong-un in a North Korean talent show.
Fire.
I've also seen your battles though. I've got you figured out. Roids. Simmer down, mate. You should be chilling out, poised. Think of
The way you just said that as well.
Roids.
He literally said it like the geek he was made out to be by Shotty in round one.
I've got you figured out. Roids. Simmer down, mate. You should be chilling out, poised. Think about it. All he has is a loud voice, but your writing's more of a shit show than Mrs. Brown's Boys.
It is very shit.
I like it. Hey, Irish. Well, Irish though, you know.
And it rhymes with Chris O'Dowd's voice, but I'm not even using it.
Mrs. Brown's Boys,
You hit
Chris
mid-30s
O'Dowd's
and went
voice.
up about 6 dress sizes. You are a You hit mid-30s and went up about 6 dress sizes. You are a limping, groaning, knuckle-dragging midlife crisis. I don't care about who's most popular, I care about who's the nicest. You have a bigger name than me, so does fucking ISIS. Now, I preferred you before when you were off the roids and thin, but now he's addicted to working out and it's poisoned him. You on social media is an extremely annoying thing. My whole Twitter feed is you and Koj just agreeing you enjoy the gym. You do like the gym, we love the gym. It's so true. It's so true. You're right, we love the gym. I want the stick person that we've seen. This version baffles me. Wants to wrestle now? Well, I doubt we'll see a big surge in casualties. Such a fake guy, he'll only fake fight. He'll inverse to atrophy. Want to wrestle so bad, go wrestle with your split personality. I'm praying and I'm hoping that by the end of this his head is fixed. I'm talking to him since it's clear a therapist never did. Because you on social media's nuts. I mean, you've got this anger that brews. There's different versions of him. These doppelgangers you use. Someone said something he don't like. He's gotten mad in a mood. Now Shotty's back in the room. You're not the Adam we knew. This constant angst is problematic. What's the matter? Stop the act. This rotten apple's gotten bad. He's lost entangled. Shocking tact. You're not a man. You're a youth. That's not what adults should do. Acting like everyone's against him. What an arrogant view. Like you're the center of attention. Your logic has to improve. Not everybody's a snake. A shocking fact, but it's true. When you fall out with everyone, then the common factor is you. You fuck up relationships the moment you activate a computer, turning friends you keep into enemies, and those actions make you a user. Think St. Patrick's Day. I banish snakes. I am the saint of the future. I keep a head of serpents like Perseus decapitating Medusa. So don't let his bullshit blur your vision.
Are you stupid, Brev? How did he's... I'm like... The Patrick Saint... He said something about snakes. St. Patrick's Day, right? It's a very little known fact, weirdly, that St. Patrick, he's a saint. He's famous for having rid Ireland of snakes, allegedly. I learned that in an XFM podcast that I listened to. Not an XFM podcast, an XFM radio show in like the early 2000s. Patrick's Day, I banish snakes. I am the saint of the future. And then I decapitate snakes like Perseus and Medusa. Oh, that's ridiculous. This whole round so far has been a smash.
Everyone, then the common factor is you. You fuck up relationships the moment you activate a computer, turning friends you keep into enemies, and those actions make you a user. Think St. Patrick's Day. I banish snakes. I am the saint of the future. I keep a head of serpents like Perseus decapitating Medusa. So don't let his bullshit blur your vision. Don't be intimidated by a word he's written, because what he says isn't true, like tabloid journalism, so don't be scared. Most horror stories are a work of fiction.
I'm gonna have to say, Shuffle T 1, Shotty Horroh 0. Very, very clearly in in my personal opinion, very, very clearly. The way that he stopped that opening statement about I'm ready to die, so let's go, and then that closing statement of most horror stories are a work of fiction, like Shotty Horroh. Most of horror stories are a work of fiction, basically saying anything that comes out of Shotty Horroh's mouth is a lie. It's a work of fiction. Most horror stories are a work of fiction. Ugh. Unbelievable. Let's go.
He's alright, isn't he?
It's a Tony D callback.
Probably someone with a case for top 4. Not many can joke as good as him. You normally know I'm gonna win, but today, you weren't sure. That's fine. Bastards. He's a formidable opponent. You're just living in the moment. That graveyard's been nothing but rusty chains and locked up.
He's doing it again, man. Like, who are you? Are you Shotty Horroh? Are you Loaded Looks? Are you Shotty Looks? Is this Loaded Horror? Is this a load of horror? I don't know. I just don't understand why he's being so pantomime. He never, I don't know, never used to be this way. Never used to be this way, you know? It was just bars, just straight bars. And now it feels like he's had to succumb to the whole gimmick vibe. And he was one battle rapper that never had to do that. Never. Him, Tony D. Although Tony D had that scheme about with the old phones. Basically, I'm saying you can't touch tone. They're bastards. At least he's agreeing and acknowledging that Shuffle is a formidable opponent.
That graveyard's been nothing but rusty chains and locked doors until Briggsy said, look, Shuffle over. Well, then I made space for one more. The most one-dimensional rapper in the scene. For the last 10 years, he's given us nothing fresh. Just copies Ricky Gervais's whole shit and makes it right. I'm unimpressed. I don't need to watch a Shuffle battle to tell you what could have happened. It's formulaic. I could have guessed. Funny how you called Shuffle when we always know what's coming. I can't Shuffle!
I'm going to be honest, usually I hate those bars, you know, where they leave it off at the end. I usually hate those. However, because he did, when you all know what's coming... Oh, in fact, no. I'm pretty sure Hollow the Don against Charlie Clips did that, where it was obvious, but it also fit the scheme. Like the bar that he missed out. I'm pretty sure Hollow the Don's already done this before. Oh, Shotty Horroh's disappointing me with this one, man. Come on, Shotty. I'm rooting for you, bruv.
I'll to tell you what could have happened. It's formulaic. I could have guessed. Funny how you called Shuffle when we always know what's coming. I can't Shuffle!
He didn't say it. Shelling.
I'll catch Shuffle while he teaches his little rhyme and rap beginner classes. Sliding past the guy who asked for ticket passes with a knife that's stashed within my jacket. Slice him. Drive the jagged shiver fashioned inside his abs, his liver splatters. Drive it back. The skin is dragging like the shank is nicking traction. You was violent balls of fucking banger. They kind of class as mirror matches.
This, honestly, what happened? What has happened? I cannot wait, right? If you guys enjoy this and enough people are fucking with this kind of content, the battle rap reactions, if enough people are messing with it, then I'll do more. And because I personally cannot wait to show some of you Shotty Horroh. Not this guy, because this seems like, I don't know, it seems like somebody else wrote his verse for him and he's doing it how they would, because it doesn't seem like him. I need to show you all him, because the people that I've shown Shotty Horroh battles to have always been mind blown, because he is capable of that. This isn't it.
It's nicking traction. You was violent balls of fucking banger. They kind of class as mirror matches. Because you're both full of gas and a thumb and index is something I can actually twist your cat with. Try me.
Let's go.
So Shuffle T, in an advertising campaign with Don't Flop, he rap battled with a can of Fanta, like the pop. So he's saying, a thumb and an index is something I can actually twist your cap with. Twist your cap meaning twist the cap of the bottle, but also twist your cap he's talking about is, shooting him in the head. Mad. That's a good one. I like it.
They kind of class as mirror matches. Because you're both full of gas and a thumb and index is something I can actually twist
Full
your
of
cap
gas.
with. Try me.
Let's go.
Try me. Act as if I'm chatting. Don't die for rap because it's in fashion. They wanted shuffle in the graveyard. Now it's time for Michael Jackson Thriller dancings. I heard shuffles outside.
They wanted shuffle in a graveyard. Now it's time for Michael Jackson's Thriller dances. That's fire, because obviously they were shuffling in the graveyard. It's close to me. What am I doing? I'm actually going insane. This has been the longest that I've reacted to continuously since I started this channel, I believe. But hopefully, if people fuck with it, the retention should be good.
Graveyard. Now it's time for Michael Jackson Thriller dancings. I heard shuffles outside. I heard shuffles outside. Let's get this muppet outline. I don't give a fuck about rhymes. I got this gun from round mine. Me and my cousin. I said I heard shuffles outside. Let's get this muppet outlined.
What?
I don't give a fuck about rhymes. I got this gun from round mine. Me and my cousin. Downsized. It's just us in a brown ride and on foot in his house like give it up and you.
I don't I don't like it when people who obviously don't have strellies talk about having strellies. Like, even in your affectation of being this tough guy with a gun, you can't even decide which gun it is you're carrying. The first time it was that, and now you've got the big thing. Now you've got the doorburster. You've got the thing that's going to kick you and 5 of your friends back. Bow. You can't even work out what you are in this battle, bruv. This is disappointing. This is slightly disappointing. I'm hoping that the rest of the battle he redeems himself. But so far, Shotty Horroh, like, both of his rounds haven't been as good as Shuffle T's first round. I want it again. I don't know why he's coming with such aggression as well, because Shuffle T's such a nice guy.
Outline. I don't give a fuck about rhymes. I got this
doesn't make
gun
sense.
from round mine. Me and my cousin.
It's the wrong angle.
I said I heard shuffles outside. Let's get this muppet outlined. I don't give a fuck about rhymes. I got this gun from round mine. Me and my cousin. Downsized. It's just us in a brown ride and on foot in his house like give it up and your pal dies. And
In a
Marlow
brown ride.
Like, I don't mean to trouble you now, guys, but I've got lunch at about 5 and another function around 9. I'm just worried about time.
That was good.
Gun button, out lights. Blood coming out his mouth like you asked Gunner about slime. Aim at a shuffle. Aim at a shuffle. And shuffle outcries. Are you just gonna fucking shoot me? What does it sound like?
So what does it sound like is the catchphrase and tagline of Sounds Like, which is Shuffle T's rap battle game show. What does it sound like? Sounds like a multi to me. Obviously, in the UK, saying what does it sound like is like a rhetorical question. It's like when you both know that the thing is happening. What does it sound like? It's almost like rhetorical, sarcastic even. Like, you can clearly hear an ambulance and then somebody says, oh, what's that noise? And you go, what does it sound like? It's almost rhetorical, you know? What does it sound like?
Shuffle outcries. Are you just gonna fucking shoot me? What does it sound like?
It's a free plug. Bit of promo. We take those.
And Marlowe stood there. Joe, fuck that! I'm outrageous! If I don't impress shuffle, I'll press shuffle. Without playlist, I'm the sensation. What's a sensation to an Alsatian? Where would you have got that?
If I don't impress shuffle, I'll press shuffle without the playlist. Like when you press shuffle on your playlist. Ridiculous. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm outrageous. If I don't impress shuffle, I'll press shuffle. Without playlist, I'm the sensation. What's a sensation to an Alsatian? Where would you have got that?
What's a sensation to an Alsatian? What's a sensation to an Alsatian? What's a sensation to an Alsatian? You don't just speak words, you describe them. Not just with what your pen create, but also you will know an awful lot about SPS. I don't know what Shotty's on at the minute. He didn't get the assignment, or he took this on like 2 days' notice or something. I don't know what it is, but something's off key.
Yeah, I'm outrageous. If I don't impress shuffle, I'll press shuffle. Without playlist, I'm the sensation. What's a sensation to an Alsatian? Where would you have got that?
I don't know. You know why? Because it doesn't make any sense, brother.
What's a sensation
Don't repeat
to an
it.
Alsatian? Where would you have got without favours? Let's talk foundations. There's a difference between rock bottom and groundbreakers. If I'd have shown up today without patience, you'd be an outpatient or mortician. Shuffle on the table without Vegas. I am me. Without.
Shuffle on the table.
If I'd have shown up today without
Vegas,
patience, you'd be an
Card
outpatient
King.
or mortician. Shuffle on the table without Vegas. I am me, without a doubt greatest. Out of town blazing, announcing a Mal Mason. You're just me, without flavour, downgraded, outdated, shotty.
And rightly so. The crowd should be going mad for that. But Shotty stood there like, oh, you should have been going mad the whole time. You haven't been like on this the whole time. That there been an outrageous. That's regular Shotty. That's Shotty on. That Shotty just woke up after 2 hours sleep on a cocaine bender. That's regular Shotty. I don't know who this guy has been for the past like round and a half, but it's not the Shotty that I'm used to. This that you're seeing at the end, and there's tiny little flecks of it here and there, but honestly, Shotty Horroh is so goated. He's not doing himself justice here, unfortunately, you know.
If I'd have shown up today without patience, you'd be an outpatient or mortician. Shuffle on the table without Vegas. I am me, without a doubt greatest. Out of town blazing, announcing a Mal Mason. You're just me, without flavour, downgraded, outdated. Shotty. Shotty, Tony, Soul, Kruger, Bizzo, Bobby, Yunnan. You're about 8ish. Wait, that's without K. I can't downplay it. Fuck Shuffle T. I've been talking smoking.
You can't say that he's after Yunnan, because Shuffle T's already battled Yunnan, and Shuffle T blatantly won. Even though Yunnan did exactly the same as Shotty Horroh's doing, which is to affect Shuffle T's mannerisms in order to battle rap him. I feel like people don't understand just how brilliant Shuffle T is, so when they try and affect Shuffle T's mannerisms and the way that he constructs his verses, it just makes Shuffle T look even better at what he does, because it's so clear that nobody else can do that by the sheer amount of people that have tried to copy him and can't do it. I don't know, but like there's a round from Shuffle T versus Heretic that's so meta. It's not even the fact that it's so meta. It's not like unbelievable or anything, but the setup, the actual rhyme scheme itself, the direction that it takes you, and then the twist, and the comic timing, just everything about a Shuffle T verse is something that, I don't know, it's something that should be studied to the degree that I plan to study these battle rap reactions. Should they go well on the channel? You know? It's already been almost an hour. I'm not wasting my time if this doesn't go well. Let's go.
Loud statements! DJ with the drop on him! Shuffle on the floor like house ravers!
Shuffle on the floor like house ravers.
You You rhyme words together really well. That's why the people love you, but that's just one piece of the secret puzzle. That's like missing the sea, because you see the puddle. That's where you seem to struggle. You perform like your knees would buckle if you even push up a feeble muscle. You let him do this with no conviction.
He's done this too many times in his bars now. Like, he said a feeble muscle. What? When would you ever describe a muscle as being feeble? Really? Feeble. That's something you give to like a weak opponent. You don't give it to like personify an arm.
But that's like missing the sea, because you see the puddle. That's where you seem to struggle. You perform like your knees would buckle if you even push up a feeble muscle. You let him do this with no conviction. Just like if someone that looks like him finds himself in legal trouble, he stays insecure, stood on the spot, looking like he needs a cuddle as he speaks so discreet and subtle. That's why we don't believe in you. So many elite MCs are leagues above you. We don't believe in shuffle like the dealer hustle. You get it. You get it. But that ain't the gambling part. I told Briggsy we're going to need to see the proper shuffle or it's going to damage the card.
We're going to need to see the proper shuffle or it damages the card. Like the card obviously being the event. That's what they call it. They call it the card. That's the event where all of these battle rappers are going against each other. That's the card. And if they don't see the proper shuffle, it's going to damage the whole card because the show won't be as good if Shuffle doesn't bring his A game. That's a good bar. This, like, Shotty Horroh, credit to him, he's ending this second round very, very strongly. But it comes off the back of a very weak, I say very weak, it wasn't really, but for Shotty Horroh standards, it was weak. 1.5 rounds of feeble muscle.
They need to see the proper shuffle or it's going to damage the card. You think pretending to not have an ego is the cheat code? Like it's an invincible spell. He thinks if any MC is giving him hell, he just needs to giggle as well, and it isn't enough.
Part of me feels like Shuffle's a little bit pissed because Shotty has genuinely seen through him. However, the rest of the whole of Shotty Horroh's first and second verse so far hasn't delved into breaking that apart. It's almost like he figured that out and then just went, okay, well that's information that I can use, and put it in the most basic way. He could have broken that down a lot. Like, he could have tried to break down Shuffle's actual ego. And then you might have seen a different reaction from Shuffle, you know? Someone's got to do some, like, Nardwuar level research on Shuffle.
All that nonchalant shit stopped you being the biggest you could be. If you don't believe it, we don't believe it as well. I mean, oh, that's self-deprecating. Only made you belittle yourself.
This is what I'm talking about. All that self-deprecating only made you belittle yourself. Belittle yourself, like self-deprecation. But also all of that self-deprecating only made you belittle yourself. Like, it only made you make yourself look smaller. Jesus. Do you know what? I'm not actually going to do Shuffle T's second round just yet. If you want me to do Shuffle T's second round, we've been going for about an hour now, guys. So if you want me to do that, then please let me know. And I will genuinely get that done as soon as possible, because I can't watch the rest of this either until I've reacted to it. but we are on a time restraint today, so I genuinely can't watch all of it. I just didn't know where I was going to pause it. But I feel like halfway through the entire thing makes sense. If you want to see the other half, you want to see me react to the other half, then please let me know in the comments down below. Please let me know by sharing this, putting a thumbs up, liking the video. It's been your bird. I'll see you soon.